This is Miguel Murphy, and I'm here with Stephania. Stephania, before we continue, she's like, I'm nervous. And I'm like, you don't need to be nervous, but it's your first semester.
Yes, it is.
And so tell us what is your major? I know we had some conversations about your major, but we can hear it from you. What's your major?
Nursing.
Nursing.
Yeah.
So this conversation is more or less to highlight what has been positive on campus for you so far, from what you've experienced in the past couple months. I know we have about a month left in the fall term, but you took summer classes.
I did.
So it's technically you got a head start. But
Yes.
what has been good about Miami-Dade College North Campus so far?
I see that there's a lot. A lot goes on, and if I do want to get more involved, it's a lot of opportunities. I just gotta go and get it, which is how it is in life. You gotta go and get it, 'cause it's out there. But
So
as far as summer classes, I was nervous. But as far as the fall, I'm like, the summer helped me for the fall, 'cause like everybody, they not used to this. I'm like, I
but you
got
had
it.
some experience.
Yes.
Okay.
And it helped.
So professors, have you had good experiences with your professors? And
I did.
what is that one good moment that you could probably highlight?
I
Professor
had-
who helped you out?
Yes, I had, and I still got one that I look forward to go to his class sometimes, most times, every time, to be honest, because he teaches as well as he don't, you can't go to sleep, because he's always making you laugh. He's always joking about something, but he's a good teacher. My boss actually recommends him to me, like, if you have him, you better pass that class, and he wants you to pass. He helps you out. He gives you what you need. You just got to put in the effort.
Put in the effort.
And what's his name? Professor Patron. He don't say,
what
we don't
class
use
is
his
it?
name. It's nutrition.
Nutrition. I know Richard Patton.
Richard Patton.
How do you gotta know your professor's name?
I know, but we don't. I be thinking like we don't even call him by his name at all, and I have to remember that. Because he sent emails. That's how I'm like, okay, that's him.
Professor
Okay.
Patton.
Yes.
So, and that's your nutrition class.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're nursing, and often nurses.
And also my math class too. He's willing to help you, and he tells you that for you to pass math, you gotta put in the effort. You gotta you need to put in a lot of time for it. It's timing, because
So you have you're very confident about your math professor.
I just gotta put in the time, because he gives it all. He's willing to help you with anything. You just gotta put in the work, because it is time. You gotta do it over and over and over. It could be in your head. So when you take that test, you ready.
Absolutely. So you mentioned about getting involved on campus.
Yes. That's something I need to do, because I be coming and then I go.
So it's going to be important to integrate that.
Yeah.
And usually in your first term, you're kind of feeling out the campus and seeing what you could get involved in.
Because to be honest, I'm not going to lie. I want to play a sport. That's something, and I wish I could at least, if they don't have it, I could start it. Because I did it in high school. That was my last year.
What sport did you play in?
Flag football.
Flag football. So you can, student life, from time to time, they'll have, intramurals.
Okay.
And I think flag football has been part of what they put on campus. So I think you can visit.
Yeah,
Not
I
I
see
think.
that.
You should visit.
Okay.
Student
I will, 'cause
life.
I played it my last year of high school, and I'm like, dang, why I didn't do it the years before. That's because I couldn't. I really couldn't. I wish I could, though, because
Well, you
I
could do
enjoyed
it.
it.
You could do it here.
Okay.
So, spring term, you could look into getting more engaged in flag football, and maybe if your peers who like flag football, hopefully you like flag football. You see Stephania on campus, right?
Y'all better come through. I'm going to go get
Right. You can reach out to me, and I'll help you connect with Stephania. And then as far as joining a group or creating a group, it's
Yeah.
not hard. You
And-
identify a faculty or staff advisor who's full time,
Okay.
and you get 5 or 6 other students, right? And then you can go to Student Life and start
Okay.
a flag football group. I
Okay.
think that is an awesome
It is.
initiative.
That'll like most kids when they come here, they can't wait till they go back home or go to work. They just go to class and go.
Like,
When they could be like doing something fun, it's like I'm going to football practice. I'm ready. Like I got something else other than just go home, sleep, just do this. And sometimes you just go home, don't even work on your work. You just go sleep, be lazy. Some of them have their parents and they don't want to do anything, so they just go home. But having an activity, staying out of trouble too. You could be
of
in
course,
college.
I agree.
You could be in college and you're doing all the wrong things that you're not supposed to, just because your parents making you do it or this and that. But anything could happen when you away from here, and just that little thing because of what you're doing, the place you at the time you at, you're not supposed to be there, and then that something happen and mess you up for life.
Absolutely.
So
So you've had your summer term.
yes,
Fall is gonna end,
yeah,
and January 2019, you're gonna start your spring term. What are you looking forward to in the spring?
I'm looking forward to staying focused, putting a lot of time to everything that I do. Like as far as the schoolwork, be on point with it. Don't fall back, cause I thought high school was harder to come back up if you fall back. College is harder. Just staying on track. Don't fall back. Keep going up. Don't be stressed. Don't be
But
stressed.
flag football can help, right, to
It
balance
can.
that out.
And you gotta
right.
be motivated. Like even if you don't have even if I don't have somebody to motivate me, I'ma stay motivated, because if you don't, you ain't gonna be one to come to class. You gonna be coming late, not doing what you got to do. My goals is to be motivated next year. Stay on track. Do everything that I have to do. Get all the resources before it's too late. Be on point. Like anything and I'm interested in, or like my email, I need to stay on track with that because I don't look at it and I miss out on certain things. Like I was looking at that Miami Heat and Dolphin thing.
Because I went to the Heat game last night. It
You
was
did?
Miami. Yeah,
And I
did.
seen it. I'm like, dang, I wanted to go out. There's a lot of things that I want to go because I get tired of staying
But
home.
the Dolphins game is on December 2nd.
Oh,
So if you're
it ain't
interested,
even-
we can have a conversation about that.
Okay. Because I just looked at it. I'm like, dang. But okay.
Yeah. So, but the Heat was very good because
It was.
actually it was Miami-Dade College's night with Miami Heat.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of the
What
clubs.
exactly does that mean?
Well, from time to time, in, United Way, the colleges raise in monies to support the United Way effort that goes back into the community. It helps with scholarships. It helps
Okay.
with overall community development.
Okay.
So we as an institution are, in support of giving back to our community. So we have a goal to raise funds. And so the Miami Heat tickets essentially were one way to fundraise to go toward that campaign. And we have a number of other initiatives coming up too. So the Dolphins is another one.
And
And that's actually being spearheaded. You met my good colleague, George.
Yes.
Yeah, so George, Travian, Daniela, Roger, Susie, all of us are working together to do different activities.
Okay.
We have Hoops for Hopes and a benefit activity.
What's that? That's
What's
like
that? Yeah, so hoops.
see?
Good question, right? So we
I'm
do in addition to advising, we do work together as a team to, build our own morale and to help the campus.
Okay.
So Hoops for Hope is on November 30th on a Friday. So it's a 3-on-3 tournament.
Oh, okay.
So 3 players, basketball from each department we're recruiting, is going to face up.
Okay.
And so the best team,
Wins.
wins. So Advisement has its team, me, Travian, and George, who's going to play
Hoop it
the
up.
other departments. So you're invited to come out.
Okay.
And so, there are many other initiatives for United Way. But in getting involved and reading your emails, right?
Reading my emails.
You're saying that, and I'm like, did I send an email today? Yeah, I probably
At
did, right?
9 something, and I ain't checked it for how many days?
Well, you should check your emails.
I should.
And, put some time aside.
Yeah.
And, because
'Cause
when
in
I get up
college,
in the
just-
morning, yeah,
That's how you communicate. I see.
correct.
Yeah,
And you can prioritize, right? So you can look at your email and you can see what you
ones
have to
to
take
see.
action on
Yeah.
a specific day, and then you put that on a list somewhere, and you can essentially make sure that it happens.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, what else? You want to share anything positive with our viewers?
As
We've
far
kind of summed it up. You're gonna
no
do time management in the spring. You're gonna form your
time.
flag football team.
Stay motivated and motivate others. That's another things I like. That's another thing that I like doing. Be staying motivated, and if I can help somebody else, I will. Cause my life never been easy, but you can't never see it on my face.
And
I'm
you were talking about just remaining positive.
positive and motivated through this. Because if you're not motivated, you're not gonna get through it. Like college, I realized like you go home, you're not gonna want to do the work. I've been stressed out, and that's from experience. As of like I've been stressed out, and when I'm not, you can see I can feel bright. I feel it when I'm not, and I'm motivated to do this exercise, to get this work done, get that done, and then apply for this, apply for that, go to this appointment. If other than that, I'm not gonna want to do anything. Sleep late till it's time for me to go to school. That's not good.
Yeah. So lots of resources on campus: the library, computer courtyard. You got the malls in 1164. The library has a new space downstairs too, so you can. They call it the Learning Commons. So you
Oh,
can go there upstairs. Your major is
nursing.
nursing.
Yes.
So there's resources too in the science complex because
Okay.
you're going to be taking science courses.
Yeah.
Anatomy 1 eventually, well, chemistry, anatomy 1, right? Anatomy 2, microbiology. Yeah.
Them
So
names sound hard.
but it's part of, you know, the expertise
Yeah.
that you will gain as a nurse because my mom's a nurse. So exactly what you're doing,
She did it.
she did it and was very successful in
And
becoming a nurse. So I'm confident that you'll be.
And with that too, it's like more of you gotta want it. Cause if you don't, you can't really, you won't get far. Cause if it's like if your parents choosing your major and then you going to school for it, or even if you went to school for it and you doing that job, you're not going. You going to something every day that you don't like. You ain't going. You gotta do something that you like, and that's why I gotta be motivated enough to do everything that I got to do to get that degree and get out. Just put
Right.
in the time and keep it moving.
I agree. Another, if you allow me, in terms of getting more resources, if you're going to be a nurse, one of the things you can do is try to intern, right?
Yes.
Volunteer at a hospital or a nursing home, so you can kind of
that
get
is
some insight.
possible, huh?
That is
Yeah.
very possible, because you will actually get ahead in terms of learning what you need to do
Yeah.
to be able to, I'm not saying that you're going to back out of being a nurse,
Yeah.
but you will get a lot of insight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be my recommendation. So as we wrap up, is there any last words that you want to leave?
Last words is be positive. Want things for you. You gotta want it for yourself. No peer pressure. You gotta want the good thing, the right things, because there's so much out there. And peer pressure, wanting to do what everybody else is doing, is not good. It's not because what's for everybody, what's for others, is not for you. Their life is not your life. Everything you went through is not what they went through. So you gotta want it for yourself. Keep going after what you want, no matter how many times you fail. No matter how many people that puts you down and say you can't do it. You ain't gonna never be nothing. You ain't show them that
Of course.
you can't tell me nothing. Cause if God ain't said that I can't do it, you can't tell me nothing that I can't do. And I'm sure you better than I can tell you.
So you just inspired me. You just turned into my advisor. All right. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't.
Go after what you want and don't wait. It's best to do it while you're young. And many people done told me that, and that's why I ain't gotta go through it. I ain't gotta fall down for me to realize they was right when they told me that. I'm gonna do it while I'm young and listen. Just you gotta listen. I'm the type, I'm willing to listen. I don't think I know it all, because you meet different people every day and they done went through different things. They seen different things from you. You see things, you could help somebody else and they help you at the same time. And I'm always willing to learn. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I'm a people person. I'll talk to anybody. And that's how it has to be. You can't, I don't care if you was born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you can't think you better than anybody because you walk on the same ground that I walk on. You came out somebody's womb just like I came out of. You just gotta want it for you.
Thank you, Stephania. So, folks, you heard from our first year extraordinaire nursing student stepping into shortly her, not second semester, but it's going to be third because you got that head start of summer.
Okay.
We're in fall.
Fall.
We got about a month. We still have, we have Veterans Day to go. In
Yeah.
terms of breaks, right? Veterans
Yes.
Day. We have Thanksgiving to celebrate. And we have the holiday break. For many, it's Christmas. And then you step into your third term
Yes.
in your
And
first year.
To be honest, I'm so happy for Christmas. I don't even know why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why. I'm happy.
Well, we're all happy for that. Maybe it's the break, right? And
Yeah.
the idea of getting that 16-week, because this has been, or it would have been 16 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So again, thank you. And till next time, we'll catch you on the next conversation. And I just want to say before we end that this is not necessarily our last conversation.
No, it's not.
So I look forward to having a spring conversation, or if there's anything positive that you achieve, right? I think it's good to sit down and talk about that. And I often say to students, don't come when it's raining only, right? Like it's raining, there's a crisis. Show up on a beautiful normal, sunshiny day and let's explore, and see where you are and what you can tap into, what resources. And I'm
Before
pretty
it's too
sure
late.
some nurse out there is going to know that that is your goal
Yes.
and hopefully pour into your success, right? Your continued success. So Stephania registered for spring.
I did.
She did, and classes are already paid for, so we're good to go. And folks, till next time, it's Miguel Murphy, mmurphy3 at mdc.edu. Take care.